Patent protection of Ritmo Kibi Zhao inventions. Ritmo Kibi Zhao is a research and manufacturing company that encompasses all types of activities, from the development and production of medical devices and systems to their promotion and sales both in Russia and abroad. Beside the scanner devices and add-on electrodes, Ritmo Kibi Zhao also manufactures some other products: healing blankets and healing clothes items, Rista diagnostic equipment, audiometers, and stabilometric and myographic systems. Almost all products are certified in Russia, and some are certified abroad. A considerable number of patents have been registered, which not only protect intellectual property and ensure conflict-free product distribution, but also demonstrate the company's scientific and technical level. There are several types of intellectual property protection, where the most significant are inventions, utility models, and industrial designs. An invention allows protecting a product itself, its method, and even the application of the product or the method for a specific purpose. A utility model is simpler and less expensive to register, but it protects a specific device only. Finally, an industrial design protects the product's design, ergonomics, as well as aesthetics. The process of preparing applications, patenting, and subsequent patents maintaining requires a significant input, which does not produce an immediate effect, but ensures confidence in the company development prospects. Moreover, even expired or discontinued patents provide some level of protection. Yes, competitors have the right to manufacture products covered by such patents. However, the enterprise itself may also continue the production of these items. During the term of the patent, 20 years for an invention and 10 years for a utility model, if the enterprise maintains its development activities, it is expected to have developed and protected new solutions. In such cases, it often makes sense to stop maintaining older patents before the final deadline, especially since the cost of protection spikes dramatically in the last 5 years, a measure intentionally designed to encourage ongoing technical progress. Today, the Ritmo Kibi Zhao company has 31 inventions, including 11 active ones in Russia and 2 in the United States, 27 utility models, including 2 active ones, and 10 industrial designs, including 4 active ones. The table presents 11 Russian inventions obtained over the past 5 years. 9 patents are related to audiometers, highlighted in color, and 2 patents are related to scanner devices. A particular point of pride is 2 scanner-related patents granted in the United States. Although their priority dates are 2015 and 2016, they were officially issued on December 27, 2022 and December 31, 2019, respectively. 3 relatively recent utility models protect add-on electrodes. 2 additional patent applications for scanner devices and audiometers are currently under examination. Let us briefly review the key concepts of one of the most significant patents in scanner therapy: method of searching optimal zones for electropulse therapy. Here's a brief note on scanner theory. Any procedure or session includes at least 2 stages: selection of the treatment area and determination of the treatment duration. Treatment with scanner is provided by applying one of 2 methods: stable, single electrode placements, or labile, uniform electrode movement. Herewith, monitoring or dosing is also implemented by applying one of 2 methods: subjective, subjectively dosed mode, or objective, individually dosed mode. Combinations of these 2 pairs of methods provide 4 tactics for interacting with the patient, as shown in Table 2. We are considering an objective method for zone selection. This is the second row of the table, which is highlighted in red color. The invention stipulates 2 methods of searching the optimal zones: in a stable mode, single electrode placements, and in a labile mode, uniform electrode movement. Accordingly, the invention includes 2 independent claims, presented here in a simplified form. 1. The electrodes are successively placed on a selected skin portion, the oscillation parameters are measured, and the optimal zone is identified by the minimum or maximum value of one or several parameters. 2. The electrodes are uniformly moved over the selected skin portion once or several times. The oscillation parameters are measured, and the optimal zone is identified by a minimum or maximum value of one or several parameters. Each of the independent claims has a dependent claim that protects the principle of small asymmetry. Here is this principle. When several zones with equal parameters are detected, the zone with the smallest area is taken as the optimal zone. That is the principle of small asymmetry. Please note that we do not review here the principles, rules, and terminology used in scalar therapy, as this would be out of topic. No competitor or copyist possesses anything similar to this patent, and that is because they merely replicate what they can copy based on their understanding of the original. In fact, almost all of the competitors' patents, regardless of their titles, merely protect a certain circuit or structural solution of the device. But when it comes to our method, there are simply no equivalents out there. After all, in addition to patents that reveal the essence of the idea, we also possess the so-called know-how. That is, the knowledge of exactly how and why certain things should be done. Therefore, this particular invention has passed through the patent office quite quickly, in just over a year and a half. The priority date is March 3, 2016, and the patent was granted on October 16, 2017. For our patent office, this was a remarkably fast prosecution. Based on this Russian patent, a similar US patent was obtained at the end of 2022, after 6 years and 6 months. To illustrate the specifics of know-how, I would like to mention another patent, RU 2738164, the method of electrostimulation energy control, with a priority date of July 16, 2020. In fact, studies that led to this patent were conducted from 2009 to 2012, and the effects being studied has been discovered 2 or 3 years earlier. Nevertheless, it was decided not to disclose even the principle of action of this method, saying nothing of the patenting. However, we decided to come back to this invention 8 years later, when some competitors began to attempt to automate the stimulation energy. And I should again emphasize the speed with which this application was processed by the patent office, less than 5 months. The priority date is July 16, 2020, and the patent was granted on December 9, 2020. This is a fantastic result, demonstrating that nothing like it has ever been proposed before. And one more patent, this time related to the utility model, the so-called fenestrated electrode, designed for application to skin with certain types of damage, while bypassing areas where treatment is inappropriate or unsafe due to the risk of introducing infection from the surface, and also for combining electrical stimulation, analgesia, with manipulations performed within the zone of electrical stimulation. This patent provides several variants for such an electrode implementation. Conventional coaxial electrode, split or spaced electrode, adjustable split electrode with belt attachments, convex surfaced electrode, and one with a handle for convenient fixation during a treatment session. The utility model protects each of these variants. In conclusion, it is important to highlight one of the moral and ethical aspects of patenting, co-authorship. Throughout the entire existence of Ritmo KB, a significant number of patents have been granted without the company's executives listed as co-authors. Among the 15 original active invention patents, not including 2 foreign ones, the OKB executives are named as co-authors in 6 cases. Furthermore, 9 patents in the field of audiometry have a single author developer. For those who have worked in scientific institutions, this speaks volumes. Thank you for your attention.